What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode where we're going to be going into the mix. And this time around, we are going to talk about how to get a song to be more focused. Okay, so if you have a song that is bass heavy and drum heavy, but doesn't have that much melodic information, it can be difficult to get your song to sound balanced because what most of the time happens when you just have, drums and just bass, what will happen is that your overall song will sound a little bit like this. So check this out. If I would open this up, it would sound like you would have, you're kicking your bass playing over there. You have a snare drum somewhere there, and then you have your hi-hats. But that's kind of the sound. It's like this, okay, bass, snare, hi, but where is this overall layer of information that I'm kind of used to? With pianos or synthesizers that would normally play there. It's a little bit weird for my ear. But then I'm starting to think I need to fill this place up. And I'm going to have to be limited to only those drums and the bass. So how can we get that static sound to pop up? So I'm just going to show you an audio example first. I can just press number 2 to do that. And number 2 again, and then you'll hear the difference. So this is with everything turned off. It's already like mixed now, but it's everything turned off. Now it's very... And let's turn everything on. So what happened? What's the difference? Well, the first one you can probably already tell. I added this thing called cut bass, and this is such an easy little trick. In almost every situation, putting a cut bass on top, which is literally the same bass layer that you already have, duplicate it, have a cut bass, and I cut my bass according to how it feels, but normally around about 100 hertz. Then I'll move the Q up and down depending on how much of that I still want to come through. You know what I'm talking about. And then take that cut bass, put it through a little bit of imaging, not too much, just to space it out. So instead of having the bass constantly right there, I kind of just want to open it up just a tad, just to fill in the left and right. Remember, we just have those drums and the bass and nothing really else is happening. Okay. And then take those two and drop it into an amp. That amp would then also, again, add a little bit of the top end and in the middle. All right, so that's the first one. Okay, so if we just do that back and forth. Right? It adds quite a lot of sexy. Okay, the next thing that you want to think about is how can I get my overall drum buzz to, get that top end sheeny part. Now the artist was using Slate Digital, so I have the everything bundle as well because I signed up for a 1-year thing. And what I decided to do was, first things first, is use the what's it called, the tape machine here. But don't use it for the tape bump, which you would normally get in the low end. Actually, take my bass alignment and basically turn the bass down a little bit, and then misuse it so that it would start adding lots of flavor. So that basically I'm looking forward to, slamming crap into that. So after I misuse it, let's actually have a listen to just that. You can really hear with the virtual tape machine on, you get a lot of that coming through. Okay, after that, I was like, you know what? I really, really want to slam these drums so that I can just get most of the, what's it called? The room to start playing with it. So the room would be the reverb. All right, so I take the Monster Extreme Dynamic Processor and just slam it. hilarious. Okay, so slamming it is nice. So you take the attack time, make it slowest, which is the fastest setting on this thing, and release time fastest, which is the slowest looking one here. Anyway, when you have that and you punch it as well, we basically have an 1176 with all the buttons in, with a little internal sidechain as well, and it just slams like crazy. After that, a little Neve, which is just to add a little bit of top end back in, and then after that, just an EQ8 because I can feel what I want to put in, yes or no. So that's what goes into a mix. There's obviously a lot more little tiny details going on, like this, you know, crazy automation for this kind of. That kind of stuff with time automations and things like that, just to fill in that space that I've been talking about. Anyway, so long story short, listen to your song, think to yourself, is it in balance or am I just too low and too top, and is it too much of a smile? If that's the case, start thinking out of the box. Wow, in the box, and misuse out of the box equipment. Okay, much love guys, see you again soon. Oh yeah, and make sure to check the artist, links in the description, and give him a lot of love, okay? Bye.